It's based. Chat. You don't understand. Here, I'll play this so
monetary barriers.
I'll play this so you guys, for all the Asmongold refugees, because he's not streaming today, so you don't feel left out, okay? And you can give me notes on whether or not I was able to do a decent one.
5 tariff. Think of that, 2.5% on foreign-made automobiles. The European Union charges us more than 10% tariffs, and they have 20% VATs, much higher. India charges 70%, and perhaps worst of all are the non-monetary restrictions imposed by South Japan. Our Ford sells very little.
He's talking about Canada.
But such horrendous imbalances have devastated our industrial base and put our national security at risk. I don't blame these other countries at all for this calamity. I blame former presidents and past leaders who weren't doing their job. They let it happen.
Yeah.
And they let it happen to an extent that nobody can even believe. That's why, effective at midnight, we will impose a 25% tariff on all foreign-made automobiles.
Damn.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Brian, I'd like to have you come up here for a second, okay? I just see him sitting. He's been a fan of ours, and he understands this business a lot better than the economists, a lot better than anybody. Brian, say a few words, please, would you?
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. It's a great honor to have you. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. President. I grew up just north of Detroit, Michigan. In my time, plants sitting idle. We support Donald Trump's policies on tariffs 100%, Mr. President.
Or 12 years.
This is remarkable. Dude, if I was Ben Shapiro, I'd be Brian being, dude. It is quite remarkable. Like, his input is just going, over a Trump seminar here. He's putting on a clinic. Ben Shapiro and his nerd ass has to sit there and like defend these decisions in the nerdiest ways possible, even though he's wrong. And so is Asmongold, but he's wrong in an infinitely more popular way. It's awesome. I want to look at, I wonder if my editors posted my reaction to this already. Let's see how I covered this. If it's out already. It's tariff time. It's Liberation Day, folks.
Tariffs on imported products are taxed.
Of a recession now?
I did, Steve.
You can, for the most part, see it. Those with good eyes, with bad eyes. We didn't want to bring, it's very windy out here. We didn't want to bring out the big charts because it had no chance. Tariff of 34%. I think
we should have just let it ride. We should have just let it ride. That's the problem here. It is so funny.
Very tough, very, very tough trade.
You can just put any number you want on there once you add those.
European Union, very friendly.
Once you add that as a reasoning, everything is a tariff.
39%. We're going to charge them 20%, so we're charging them essentially half.
Such good input. Yes, it is actually good input because I'm directly undermining what the initiative is here. Okay, that is good input because I'm describing to you why those numbers are incorrect. Next day upload, so delayed. Okay, true.
Taiwan, where they took all of our computer chips and semiconductors. We used to be the king, right? We were everything. We had all of it.
We had all of it.
Now we have almost none of it, except the biggest company is coming in. We're going to end up with almost 40%. Lee Zeldin's working to get their approvals. And it's an amazing company. Mr. Wei of one of the great companies of the world, actually. They're coming in from Taiwan, and they're going to build one of the biggest plants in the world, maybe the biggest for that. But 64%, we're going to charge them 32%. Japan.
He's out of his mind.
Very, very tough. Great people.
Hey, yo!
And again, I don't blame the people for doing it. I think they're very smart in doing it. I blame the people that sat right in that oval.
Why was the Taiwan part driving you crazy? I'm dumb. Because slapping tariffs on Taiwan while recognizing it as a separate state from China is a hilarious thing to do because Taiwan has incredibly important strategic positioning for us. It is the chip manufacturing hub for the Western world, and slapping tariffs on the chip manufacturing hub of the Western world that is slammed in the ass cheeks of China at a time when they would be pushed into reunification over collaborating with the United States of America is idiotic. It not only in the short term destroys the GPU prices and prices of everything pretty much, okay? But also it ruins America's interest It ruins America's strategic interest in Taiwan because America wants to use Taiwan as a weapon against China. It destroys long-standing American foreign policy. It makes no sense. It undermines the it's the DPP, right? You have the KMT, which is now in favor of unification, ironically enough, and you have DPP, which is in favor of separation. It undermines at the domestic level in Taiwan the influence of the power that the DPP has, because now they look like assholes. They look like douchebags. They're like, yeah, no, we have to separate from China. KMT is not in favor of unification. Yes, it is.
We're paying
What do you
them
mean?
billions of dollars. They're not.
Put the hat on. That's how you know I'm apolitical. Anyway, breaking news. Trump asked point blank about stock market plunge following tariff announcements. Let's see how he responded.
Much. We're going to see the big golf tournament at Doral. I'm speaking tonight for charity.
This sucker is going to a golf tournament. Oh my God. Are you joking? Ain't no way. Are you kidding me? Dude, no. Dude, if you are a Republican and you voted for this man and he just gutted your nest egg for a retirement that you will never have, and then turns around, he's like, I'm going to a golf tournament, baby. Everything is grocery. Everything's computer. And you're like, that's right. That's my heaven sent president right there. He's got the heavens mandate, brother. If you don't understand that he's you and not even doing it in a way where he like shelters you from the impact, he's just you and saying, what are you going to do about it? If you can't comprehend that this man is give it, yeah, Tsar Nicholas, exactly. It's giving Marie Antoinette. But instead of let them eat cake, which is, maybe falsely attributed to Marie Antoinette, whatever, I'm not going to get into that. But if you don't understand, he's doing let them eat cake, but instead he's like, I'm just going to golf. Fuck you. If you can't comprehend what's going on here, you are so stupid. Oh my God.
And then we'll be coming back here pretty quickly, but they're having a big event and a lot of charitable causes are involved. So we look forward to that. It's in Miami at Doral.
President Trump, the markets today are way down, the worst day in years because of the tariffs. So how's it going?
I think it's going very well. It was an operation, like when a patient gets operated on, and it's a big thing. I said this would exactly be the way it is. We have $6 or $7 trillion coming into our country, and we've never seen anything like it.
Oh, it's
the
going
markets are going to boom. The stock is going to boom. The country.
It's gonna boom. It's gonna boom. 5 booms.
It's going to boom. And the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal? They've taken advantage of us for many, many years. For many years, we've been at the wrong side of the ball. And I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be unbelievable. The thing that people have to talk about, we're up almost to $7 trillion of investment coming into our country. And you'll see how it's going to turn out. Our country's going to boom.
Yeah. So I just don't understand why. I was looking forward to hearing from Asmongold today, and it kind of it disappoints me that he's not live today to talk about how based this is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well. Like I really thought he was going to be popping off talking about how based. It's based. Chat. You don't understand. You're Asmon's biggest fan? I am his biggest fan. I think he is my North Star. He is how I try to comprehend what like the MAGA base and what their feelings are on any given day. Without him, I feel lost. I feel rudderless. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's the golden age. Yeah. Asmon's on his way to a golf tournament. Yeah. F around and find out, chat. Yeah. The only thing I don't understand, if he wants to decouple from China, wouldn't he say so? He's honest like that. I mean, he has been saying it. He's been saying it already. He's saying that like it's China is cleaning our lunch money, they're stealing from us. Very unfair. To be honest, Eisman has the most honest takes. Don't be a sheep. Yeah, no, totally. Honest takes. Like, yeah, trans people. Yeah, USAID came after boobs in video games. Yeah, and I hate it. That's why I think it's all right. We should destroy it. All the supposed free thinkers just completely lost in the sauce, thinking that Donald Trump signing off on no more trans women in sports is actually a real initiative. Meanwhile, your pockets are getting cleaned out. You dumb. He is distracting you. Okay. And anyone that says that's based is also participating in that distraction. Whether they care about it or not doesn't matter. Inadvertently or directly, they are playing a role in you losing out on what the actual things that will impact their life look like. Trans people have no control over your lives. They are not at the executive boards of BlackRock, okay? It's not an undocumented migrant that is you over. An undocumented migrant is not your landlord, okay? They're not your boss. But every single moment that you hyper focus on that shit is a moment that these guys can just steal from you. And they are. That's it. You know, you might think you might fancy yourself to be open-minded or woke on what the f is really going on, but you've deluded yourself. You're being sheepdogged into a country that will yield worse outcomes for you. Also, I've never said Asmongold is stupid. He's smart enough to understand what the audience demands. He just feeds it to you, and you eat it. You eat it every day. You eat that slop every day without realizing that you're being sold on a future that's worse from previous generations. But because Trump and those who hype up Donald Trump can touch on those things that you've been conditioned into hating so expertly, you don't realize when this shit's happening.